Hey guys, and welcome to my new movie review for An American Pickle. An American Pickle came out this year, 2020, crappiest year ever. It is rated PG, and the duration of An American Pickle is 1 hour and 28 minutes long. And the director of American Pickle is Brendan Trost, and the cast of American Pickle is Seth Rogen himself, who plays Herschel Greenbaum, and he also plays his younger version of himself, Ben Greenbaum. And also, guys, we have Sarah Snook, and she plays Sarah Greenbaum. And now, guys, I will give you guys my thoughts on An American Pickle right after the synopsis. An immigrant worker at a pickle factory is accidentally preserved for 100 years and wakes up in a modern-day Brooklyn. So guys, straight off the bat, I have to say there's a scene at the very like right at the start of the film. And for those of you who have been following my channel for any period of time, or you're new to my channel, first of all, it's an incredibly warm welcome. Thank you so much for being here. But I do not do spoilers at all in my movie reviews because, in my personal opinion, spoilers are just crap. And if you really want to know what a movie is, just go and see it. Anyway, there's a scene at the start of this movie, guys, where he gives her, he works really hard to give her a fish. To give his to-be partner a fish, to-be wife a fish. And what she does with that fish in that scene was so gross. Oh my gosh, it was so gross. But anyway, guys, I'm here. I'm going to give you my real authentic thoughts on this movie. 100% real. You might not like it, you might love it, you might totally agree with me, you might completely disagree with me. All film is subjective, guys, but I'm going to give you my honest opinion on this movie. And my honest opinion, guys, on this movie is the most boring thing, in my opinion, since I saw Blade Runner 2049. And I'm not kidding you in any way, shape or form at all. This movie is so boring that not only did I kept dozing off during this movie, like literally, it is so boring that I checked my watch in more times in this movie than I have in any other movie. The character chemistry, and for those of you who have been following my channel, you guys know that I love character chemistry. And the character chemistry between Seth Rogen himself and Seth Rogen himself was so bad. It was so bad. I didn't buy it for 1 second at all. In fact, there was some camera shots that I was kind of surprised that you could tell the eye line of the young Seth Rogen to the other Seth Rogen. You could tell the eye line was like slightly off. Like you could tell that he was actually looking at a green screen or whatever he was looking at. But I could see that the eye line was off, and it really, guys, this is not a good movie. This is really not a good movie. This is one of those, honestly, this is a movie that you can tell that they were literally scraping the bottom of the barrel for a script. Like, that honestly was what it felt like. It really did. And the fact that this movie is a comedy, nah. I mean, no way. Like, seriously, I smirked maybe 4 times in this movie, but I didn't laugh once. I was not impressed with this movie at all, guys. This movie was so dull, so lifeless, so boring. The fact that it went for just shy of an hour and a half, I literally couldn't wait to get out of the cinema. And I mean, I'm not kidding you. I could not wait to get out of the cinema. Seth Rogen, who's playing the Hamish character, like, it just was so. It was just I don't get what they think was funny. I just don't understand it. I feel like I missed the point of the movie, but it just wasn't. It didn't gel. It didn't gel at all. And the elements of the movie that did gel were really spoiled by the rest of it because it just didn't work. There was just no chemistry. The chemistry wasn't strong enough for the storyline to be as successful as what it was. Now, I need to tell you now, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to explain something to you about, it's called an aspect ratio. Okay, an aspect ratio. An aspect ratio is where you have the line at the top of the screen here and the line at the bottom of the screen here. Okay, that's the aspect ratio. Now, to portray this movie's age, I just want to give you a heads up on something. It doesn't last the entire movie. In fact, it only is the opening of, just before the opening title of the movie comes up that says American Pickle. But they actually close the movie here. So that's all you see, okay? You see in here. And the rest of this is black. That doesn't last. That is literally the opening of the film, and then the title card comes up to what the film is called, and then as the title card comes up, it expands, and the rest of the film is the opened aspect ratio. Not that that does anything to the film at all, but when I started watching this film and I saw that started playing out, I was like, oh man, I hope that changes, because it was really annoying. I think it's silly why they would do that, and I get it, you know, they've got to show the distance of time compared to then and now, and I totally understand that. I get that element of it, and I guess, you know, in retrospect, it makes a lot of sense, but to me, it was just really frustrating because it was just so small. I was like, man, where's the rest of the movie? But it changed, as I said. Guys, I'm not going to lie, this movie is a bucket of turds. So bad. I know this is a really bad analogy, but it is. This movie is boring, lifeless, and really dull. I was not impressed in any way, shape, or form at all with anything to do with this movie. I really, really wasn't. I'm glad I saw it. I'm really glad that I saw it, but it just wasn't good. It's just a boring movie. A really, really boring movie. And for those of you who have been following my channel for any period of time, yes, I'm literally going to be straight up with you. Does this movie have the core element essential thing that film definitely needs to have, especially in a movie like this, to go back in days, weeks, months' time? The audience member wants to come back and revisit. Does it have what I personally like to call in my movie reviews rewatchability, guys? Does An American Pickle have rewatchability? Guys, you know the answer to that. I don't even need to give you the answer to that. No way. No way. No way does this movie have rewatchability. I'm so glad I saw it, and I'll never need to see it again. Like, literally. I'm so glad that I saw it, because this is one of those films that you never need to revisit. That is just my personal opinion, guys. Truly. I appreciate you guys being here, but you guys know, for anyone who's been following my channel for any period of time, there's only a couple of little tiny bit of trivia, so I'm going to give it to you all, and as I said, no spoilers. So guys, you know what time it is. It's time in my movie reviews for me to give you guys trivia. Why? Because in my personal opinion, I think that trivia is like icing on a cake. Oh, who doesn't love cake? I love cake. So it's trivia time. The film's poster was taken with a preserved camera made in 19th century. Now that is pretty amazing. Next piece of trivia is, guys, the film is based on the 2013 short Sellout film by Simon Ridge. Next piece of trivia is, guys, this is the first Seth Rogen film that was produced that is not rated R by the MPAA. Next piece of trivia is, guys, with help of body doubles and green screen, Seth Rogen shot his scenes as Herschel first, then as Ben after shaving his hair and getting his hair done for the film. Next piece of trivia is, guys, this is my final piece of trivia, because that's all there has on IMDb, and after this I'll let you guys go. I appreciate you sticking around. Thank you so much for being here. The portion of the film was shot in Pittsburgh, PA in late 2018. There you go, guys. I appreciate you being here. If you're new to my channel, again, welcome. It's so good to have you here. I really do value you being here. And if you're new and you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, while you're subscribing, if you're on a mobile device, don't forget to click that bell for notifications. And speaking of notifications, guys, I'd appreciate so much if you left a thumbs up on my movie review. That way I know you're appreciating my content. Guys, this is my movie review, my thoughts on An American Pickle, in my personal opinion anyway. All film is subjective, guys. Don't forget that. This is Superman Steve, bringing you the movie review for American Pickle, flying out!